Hi, everyone. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fairly well, and I'm just feeling like we need a lot of help these days emotionally. There's so much going on in our world that I just want to try and do some more of these YouTubes to try and give you as much help as I can give based on what helps me and what I've observed helps other people, students and friends too. So who am I? Well, my name is Arlene. In case you haven't watched my previous 3 videos, I'm just starting this out this year. My name is Arlene. I spent over 20 years with the Native Indigenous peoples, literally living the life of Sacred Heart, their sacred ceremonies, literally living it as a sun dancer, a pipe carrier, a sweat lodge participant every single week, and years of that. And so I'm here to share about that. I've also had over 20 years of emotional inner child healing, which both of these practices I feel are essential for a good life on planet Earth. And it is what so many of human beings are missing: the true sacredness of life and honoring it every day and healing all our past conditioning, all our traumas of the past. And what is your greatest healer is your heart. Love is the greatest healer there ever was and ever will be. And love grows only by developing heart coherence every day, every day, every day. We have not even skimmed the surface of what love is about, guys. It's a word to most people, but real love is the heart that is awakening. Just gonna move this a bit here. Real love is the heart that is awakening and becoming alive and grounded. It involves you being grounded into your body. Most of us are used to functioning in the head, out of the body. So we have great difficulty getting into the body and holding that. And part of that is learning to heal the parts in the body that where old emotions got stuffed, that gradually caused disease and a lot of emotional problems, a lot of relationship problems, a lot of all kinds of problems. And I am going to say at this point that our the negative ones who have been infiltrating our planet for hundreds of years have conditioned us to be in the head. They have filtered their way into every part of life on planet Earth for their own sake, not out of love. And they've done everything they could to stop us from evolving. We are amazing, amazing human beings. And what they did was they did everything they could to shut down our hearts and our soul. So some of us, like myself, didn't let that happen. I have spent over 30 years of digging deep and living the richness of life, learning what that gives to the heart and the soul and how it'll always look after you. When you're strong with heart, you will always be cared for. So there's no room for fear. I mean, we all have a little bit of it. You know, like myself, I have moments of it, but it never, ever gets power over me because I'm very strong in my heart. I have learned how to be grounded and strong in my heart. So I'm an old soul, come to earth to love all of me that was my training, so I could help you guys. So I could help you guys learn how to love all of you, piece by piece by piece, practice by practice by practice. So before I started today, This is something I make a habit of doing on a regular daily basis. I practiced heart coherence. Heart coherence is a breathing practice where you focus on your heart. You visualize breathing through the heart, and you bring in a feeling that makes you feel good, peaceful, appreciative. Appreciation is a really good one. So I practiced that for 5 minutes before I came online to do this video, because I want to be in my heart. I'm teaching about the heart, so I have to be in the heart. And I want to show you, this is the device that I practiced on. Let me show you. I'll show you as best I can. There are training devices that you can buy. I sell them if you live near me. And you can buy these from the Heart Math Institute. It's called the Inner Balance, and there's like a mandala there in the middle. And when you hook it up to your ear, your body, it teaches you how to breathe. And it has charts where you can see how you did with your practice. So I'm going to show you the practice that I did just before I came online. And if you look closely at this, I practiced for 5 minutes. For over 5 minutes, actually, almost 6. My average coherence level was 3.5, which you always, when you're doing this training, you always want to get your coherence up to over 3. And I was in high coherence for 78% of my training time. If I had gone another minute or two, I probably could have brought it to over 80%, which is what I like to see. So I'm going to show this to you. This is the kind of, there we go. This is the kind of information that you get after you train, and see those waves, those heart waves down below there. This has to do with this chart. Oops. This chart here. When the waves are even, you're in heart coherence. When the waves are uneven, you are in fear, frustration, worry. Anything that brings your vibration down takes you out of your heart and your body. Anything that brings your vibration down takes you back into head alone and out of your body. And that is the state of fear. And that is the state that so many are in right now as we go through these shifts on planet Earth. And we are to be learning how to ground, how to heal that inside of us that causes us to go out of our body. Become unafraid of some pain, some uncomfortableness. Change always requires uncomfortableness, stepping out of comfort zones. We can only learn by stepping out of comfort zones, slowing down, and allowing our whole body to learn what that feels like to go slower, to be in the body, to be, when you are in the body, truly grounded in the body, the heart becomes naturally alive. So it's really quite simple. You're in the head and out of the body, or you're in your heart, in your body. And part of what I teach that's so important is grounding. Grounding. I have chakra classes, chakra bonding classes where I teach students about the powers of bonding with your chakras and practicing heart coherence with that, with gemstones, colors, sprays. I do sprays, like this is the Earth Star spray. So before I start here, I want to show you, this is my little Earth Star grid. This is for the Earth Star chakra, which is about a foot below your feet. And it anchors you into Mother Earth. This is you'll learn more about this as I continue to do these YouTubes and videos. So today I'm going to place a quartz crystal in the center of this, down here in front of me. And I'm going to ask this quartz crystal, I'm programming this quartz crystal to activate my listeners' Earth Star chakra and mine too, that we can really be aligned here, heart to heart, as true souls. So that is my prayer for you, that you align the good people here who are listening to this and me to be grounded to our Earth Star chakra. And so it is. And I'm going to use a little Earth Star spray. You receive some of this energy too. Just let yourself tune into that chakra that's about 8 inches, 12 inches below your feet. And that is your soul connection to Mother Earth. That is, there's so much more to learn about that. But that, when you make that connection and nourish it every day, your heart becomes alive. When you do heart coherence and to that bonding every day, you become even more alive, more grounded, more happy, more a lot of really good stuff. And you gain the support to go through healing of the pains of the past and that old conditioning that we're really needing to get out of. So the next chakra is your root chakra. Okay, so I'm going to activate that one too. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the root chakra too, because it's an important chakra for you guys to know about. Now, here's my master crystal, and I'm going to activate this root chakra to activate your root chakra and mine to be very grounded into Mother Earth and to be so grounded that all the chakras are receiving abundant life force. This chakra is really important to be sure that the other chakras are getting lots of divine life force. Now I'm going to add a little bit here for your information. The dark cult ones who've been habitating on this earth for hundreds of years have aimed at our root chakra to cause fear. So when that root chakra is weakened, fear is much more easier to instigate and create. So ground your Earth Star chakra, your root chakra, and we're going to go into the heart chakra here next. So those 3 chakras are key to learning to be in your body, learning how to love you more, and learning how to stay in heart coherence and presence in the now, which is your healer. Those are your healers. So that root chakra needs to be nourished and grounded and balanced regularly, because that will get all, and your Earth Star too, because both of those create life force flowing up through all of your other chakras. And they'll keep you wiser, clearer, and in your heart. Your heart is the most intelligent organ of all. So I'm going to also activate your heart chakra. So while I'm doing this, I want you to breathe in and out as though through the heart chakra. So this is called heart focused breathing. In and out through your heart chakra. Just keep doing that while I activate this master crystal for your heart chakra. So I'm activating this beautiful master quartz crystal to help each one of my viewers and me to stay in heart coherence, to get that experience and remember it and nourish it to happen often, a lot, every day, every day. So I'm going to also use some root. Well, I'm going to start here with the Earth Star again. Earth Star spray. Help you get anchored in there. Root chakra spray. Yes, help that root chakra to just feel strong. Beautiful, beautiful. And now your heart chakra. Breathing in and out through the heart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Okay, so I showed you when you're grounded and in your heart, you're much more likely to be able to hold this heart rate variability, the smooth heart rate, heart wave, okay? And you're going to gradually be able to shift from here to here more efficiently, more effectively, the more that you practice this and bring yourself back into this, the more you're going to more easily and quickly be able to shift into heart coherence. So don't be hard on yourself because you're not going to get it right away. You've been programmed to be in the mind for a long, long time. So I'm just giving you helpers here, beginnings to start to work with that can help to get you into your body. And when you learn to get anchored and stay in the body, there's a level of intelligence that begins to flow freely to you that's going to help all of us, humanity, to create a better world. Excuse me. Okay, so we're all grounded and in our hearts. So I asked Metatron. I work with Metatron cards. I work with lots of cards, and I work with Metatron a lot. He's part of the chakra systems and your energy systems. So I asked Metatron, what do the people, the human beings, most need to hear about right now and learn about? And the card that came out right away, it just flew out, was this one. Now remember, just read it there off to the side. It says safety, strength, and power with the color of red. And he's holding the sacred pipe. I'm a pipe carrier since 1990, and I know the beautiful power of the sacred pipe. And I know that many human beings will not go that direction because it takes focused time, lots of training. So that's why I learned how to do heart coherence and teach you how to do that, because we're still getting into the heart. It's not the same as a sacred pipe. Nothing is like a sacred pipe. But I teach my students to get into their heart, get into their body, and I give them little bits of sacred, native, ceremonial ways to follow and practice and pray with. The secret of the natives, they've always known this, they never ever lost the way of the heart. They never lost connection with fifth dimensional reality and the many dimensions above that. Heart coherence in itself takes you into the 5th dimension. And the natives have always been able to get into the higher dimensions because their ceremonies are the heart. With everything they do, the heart is so a part of that. So thank you for letting me share that. Your heart, I will teach you more about your beautiful heart. It is the most electrical organ of any organ in your body. The heart is 100,000 times electrically more powerful than the mind. 100,000 times more powerful than the mind. Your heart is also 5,000 times more powerful magnetically than the mind. That alone tells you amazing, magical wisdom. And your heart also has a brain of its own. Not dependent on the mind at all. It has its own brain, its own nervous system. And it has some 40,000 scanners, neural scanners. I forget the exact name, neurites, but they're neural scanners that are constantly scanning everything in your body, around you, in your life, your relationships, your work, everything. And they know everything. And that, when you're tuned into that part of your heart, your intuition is really sharp and beautiful. Because heart intuition is always love, wisdom, guided. Tough love too. Tough love to protect love. We have to do that sometimes. You have to learn that if you're learning the way of the heart. Good love and tough love. And you have to learn to look at the darkness as well as the light. You can't turn the blind eye to the darkness. You can't turn the blind eye to what is going on in our world right now. If you turn a blind eye, you're not helping at all. So you have to start looking, what is actually happening on this planet? What is the universe trying to tell us human beings? What is Mother Earth trying to tell us human beings? The answer is love. The answer is heart vibrations. Grow love. Get into your body, because you can't ascend till you're getting into your body and cleaning it up. Cleaning up unresolved emotions stored somewhere in the body that cause subconscious reactions that you have no control over until you start to learn how to get into your heart, to get the heart coherence building and growing inside of you, and the grounding chakras and the smoke. I have smoke here always to keep me clean. I'll be doing special videos on that too. The importance of keeping your energy clean and cleaned every day, every day. Sage is very powerful for that. But not everybody can use sage, but I always suggest you use at least a little bit of it. And there are other things. I've got sandalwood incense here and these sprays. So yes, we have a lot to do. As all of the darkness is being cleaned out of the earth, out of the belly of the earth, which if you don't know much about it now, you're going to be finding out, because the news is gradually shifting to where it's not so negative. It's gradually shifting to where we'll get a little more truth and a little more truth and a little more truth. I don't watch mainstream media. I don't watch TV. I don't hang with people who do it a lot either, because I don't want to be a part of that conversation. I don't want to be a part of that horrifying energy, that fear mongering and believing stuff that isn't true. I don't have time for that, guys. I only have time to teach love and truth and awakening, how we do that and keep doing it. So now I lost my train of thought there. So the electrical heart, you want to get back to this electrical heart, man, that is you'll never ever find another way that you will heal as deeply, as beautifully, as richly as a heart that is being nourished with coherence practice every day, along with ceremonial practices that honor all of life. So I just want to show, I've got a picture here of the heart, your aura. Here's one. I'm going to show you this because I just quoted this to you about how powerful the heart is. 100,000 times stronger electrically and up to 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the brain. And Heart Math wrote that. So the next picture, this is my creation here, is the electrical heart and your aura. There you go. When your heart is pumped up with heart coherence, electrical frequencies, that's what happens to your aura. It just becomes golden, electrical, golden tingles. You feel it in your body and you feel it all around you. And that is what we're all supposed to be learning how to do for ourselves. Because as we do it for ourselves, we help so many others just by that vibration. There's also magnetic fields that surround the earth that we feed. We either feed the negative energies or the positive energies with every thought, every word, every feeling, every action that we do, that we choose, that we allow. And as you learn more and more about true soul, which you learn about via your heart, as you learn, more and more about true soul, you become in tune with every word you speak, every action you take. And you realize how important it is to choose your words carefully, to speak slowly, if you can, at least pace yourself so you can stay here and keep this strong and vibrant. Okay, what else did I want to do? Okay, I wanted to show you that. Here's my other one here. Okay, so you've seen this here. So I've showed you that, and that is, whoops, sorry. I showed that to you. Sorry, I should take that out of my case here to show it to you, so it's not so messy. So now I lost it. Here, I'll get it back. There we go. There we go. So when you are like this, when your heart electricity has fed your cells, it feeds every one of your cells this electrical energy too. So when you fed your aura and your cells, this is what you're doing. Just created this. Domains of human resilience. In the center is your soul. And all around here is your spiritual domain, your emotional domain, your physical domain, your mental domain. And I will use this often in my teachings because it demonstrates many things to do with your vibration. Okay, we have a soul here in the center, and it's the doorway to your soul is your heart. When you create coherence and grounding, heart coherence and grounding together, you become very coherent, very. The groundedness brings you into the presence, the now. And heart coherence brings everything in your body into optimal functioning. Heart coherence practice brings every cell, every organ, every function, every hormone, every part of you into harmonious, optimal functioning. So that in itself reveals all kinds of magic to you. The more you get yourself into that state and train yourself to be in that state and keep getting back into that state, the more magic that you will realize. And something else I want to explain here is what fear and frustration and worry does, anxiety and head alone states. They actually start to shut down healthy functioning throughout your body. As soon as you go into fear, you're going to shut down the heart's vibration, like the vibrating heart, and that electrical energy that the heart can grow with heart coherence. So people who haven't healed their emotional traumas have a lot of clumps of energy in their body, being the cause of disease, the cause of emotional imbalances, a lot of other imbalances also. And this is what happens to your aura. Okay, see this aura. In this picture, you've got anger, worry here. There's anxiety. I can't remember everything. Anxiety is right here. And there's a lot, and there's others. I can't remember all of them right now. But then you've got also devotion of the heart, compassion here. And I don't remember all of them offhand either, but these are all in your aura. These energy, these are build-ups of energy. So the more that you build up heart coherence, the more you begin to soften these worries, anxieties, anger, and they start emerging for your loving care. Your stuffed emotions are at the cellular level inside the body, and they are also in the aura. And they cannot heal without love. And I've observed this, and I continue to observe it, because most human beings don't know how to recognize when their fears are arising and what that's all about, what to do with it. And I know that if you don't deal with your fear, if you don't learn to recognize it as soon as possible and acknowledge it and help it to heal, it'll turn into anger. And it's going to go out at somebody else. The arrows are going to go out towards somebody else. And it's not even their fault. Any of our triggers, 99% of triggers are to do with unresolved emotions of the past. Triggers are body sensations that happen in the body that trigger the amygdala of the brain to respond like that, based on a memory of the past. And most of us aren't even aware of that, what that's all about. But you can become aware of it. That's part of loving yourself. That's part of discovering who you are and what made you the way that you are today, and what you can do to create who you were meant to be, the magnificent being that every human being actually is, when we get all this other stuff out of the way and learn how to do it with in harmonious ways, ways that no longer harm people or ourselves, ways that we embrace. When you embrace fear, when you can say, if I can say to you, we're together in a room, just you and I, and you want me to eat a piece of chocolate that's got lots of sugar in it, that white stuff, you know. And I say, I can't eat that. The sugar causes huge reactions in my body. That can cause a trigger in the other person. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. And I can go into lots of details about what it might trigger in a person, but its triggers are to do with our insecurities. They're to do with our fears. They're to do with all that childhood programming of not being felt like you deserve good, like you are good. It triggers take us into those devastating memories of our past when we were little, and we weren't big enough to defend ourselves. We had no choice but to just stuff those emotions so we could survive as children, as little ones. But now that we're older, and that's what the universe and the earth is telling us, now that we're older, we're being asked to become responsible for ourselves. We don't have to be in that survival mode anymore, where we stuff everything and deny our feelings. And we're being called to wake up. Wake up. And you can only truly wake up if you're nourishing that beautiful heart. That will awaken the cells in your body. Start cleaning, sweeping with that electrical golden vibration that begins to clean and sweep. But there's certain things that you have to give undivided attention to in order to heal. We can't just do a practice that makes us feel good and think that's all we have to do to be an advanced soul. Not true. Not true, guys. No way. We've got work to do. Every soul chose to come here during this time on planet Earth because it offers immense opportunity for soul growth and evolving. Your soul chose for you to come here and inhabit a human body and have a spiritual experience in a human body. And we're being called to heal that which blocks us from a steady flow of love, of high intelligence, being anchored into the earth at the same time. So I think that's all I wanted to do. I think that pretty well covers everything I wanted to teach you about today. So what we can do is say thank you for whatever magic you received during this talk. Because it didn't really come from me, it came through me. And just be grateful that you have a moment that you can watch this, or walk somewhere, or breathe. What a gift. Just say thank you. Thank you to your soul, to your body, to the earth, to the Creator, to all your angels, your helpers. Just say thank you for my life this day. It was one of the first things I learned with Native people. First was the smudging, and then to be grateful for every day that we have on planet Earth. To say thank you for my life with you. Thank you for this day. So I hope you've learned some good things today, because that's all I want to give you is what's good and what's true and real. I don't want to lead you anywhere else. I don't need a lot of money. I'm not doing this to make a lot of money. I have everything I need. And I'm here to help you. I'm helping myself too. Doesn't mean I'm perfect, because I'm not. Because no true old soul is ever done. None of us are ever done. We're never completely done. And the heart will teach you to be very humble about that. The heart, as you nurture it and grow it, you will learn when to be strong and how to be strong in a true heart way. And it'll teach you how to be humble. Love your heart. A true awakening heart is healing and loving all at the same time. It's like the infinity circle, the figure 8. You're loving and healing all at the same time. You're loving and growing and healing all at the same time. You're loving and breathing and growing and healing all at the same time. I love you. Have a good day, a good week, a good evening, whatever it is. I wish you the best. Hey, hey.